age-old question. Can I eat out to lose body fat? Let's get into it. Now, before we continue this video, I think it's very important to look back and see how the industry standard for a men's physique is changing. Back then, 5 years ago, it seems like men were really chasing after that bodybuilding, get huge look. I myself was trying to chase, but now in today's world, it seems like it's more shifting towards that athletic, lean physique look. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the exact steps you need to take today to ensure you get summer ready in those visible abs. Roll the banger. So before you even go on a diet, you need to figure out if you're in one of three categories. Category one is you have 25% or more body fat that you have to shed off. So what this is going to do is going to have a lot of visceral fat you can't see, that covers your internal organs. So think things like diabetes, kidney disease, heart disease. Category two is you're right around 15% body fat. So you start to see a little bit of abs, but you just don't see them yet because you still got a little bit more fat to lose. And category three is 10% body fat or less. This is when you don't need to be on a diet. At this point, you're already so lean that you are just sacrificing your hormones, muscle, sex drive. It's not going to be a very fun life. Now, realistically speaking, most of you guys are going to fall into category two, right around that 15% body fat, which is actually really good news, because that means it'll only take you about 2.5 to 3 months to see a six-pack by July. With just a focused fat loss plan and everyday discipline, you can achieve it. That means you got to get started right now. So midday snacks gonna be glazed donut, protein shake, and banana, because I did get a little bit carried away with that Firehouse sub. Let's go ahead and put in the whey protein. Raw. Check that. USD banana. We're gonna go search, and we're gonna put a medium. And as you can see, guys, that easy. Fairlife milk. Focus. Got 1 cup of that. Alright, now we're cooking with butter. So about 295 calories. Boom. So far, total today. And that's essentially how you get a six-pack. Figure out how many calories you need to eat on a daily basis based off your goal body weight. So let's say you're 200 pounds right now and you want to get down to 180 pounds. So you're going to take 180, multiply it by 12. That's going to give you a daily caloric intake of 2,160 calories. For your protein intake, you need to take your goal body weight, so 180, times it by 0.8, and that's going to give you 144 grams of protein. Now, the leaner you get, the higher that protein needs to go. All in all, those numbers don't mean anything if you're not implementing the daily caloric number and eating within that number. Now, it's important to re-emphasize that you can have the best diet plan in the world. If you're not following and adhering to the certain numbers for your goal body weight, it doesn't matter at the end of the day what diet plan you are, whether it be keto, Mediterranean, or balanced. At the end of the day, if you hit your numbers and don't go over, you're going to be fine. You could do bad one day, but if you get back on track the next day, in the long term, it's going to be just fine. Now, when it comes to supplements or shortcuts, there's one essential ingredient in the pre-workout that could help you in your fat loss journey just a little bit more. Can you guess what it is? It's the caffeine. See, caffeine's a natural appetite suppressant, so that's a reason why when you have your morning coffee, you're not hungry for typically another 2 to 3 hours after. Same thing with a pre-workout. Now, with a quality pre-workout, there's going to obviously be a more variety of ingredients that are higher quality that'll help you with other things like pump, L-citrulline, etc., etc. And because of that, the caffeine in the pre-workout is going to help you crush your workout, and it's going to help curb your hunger for another 2 to 3 hours after your workout, which then you can just have a protein shake and a banana. It's going to be a smaller meal, which is going to help you burn more fat in the end because you're staying under that calorie deficit. Got to the gym, gonna do one of my favorite workouts of the week, and that's gonna be a lower body strength with a hinge emphasis. Really what that just means, glutes and hamstrings, really trying to build those up as my quads are already pretty massively overdeveloped. It's gonna be a banger of a workout, and then after the leg day, I'm gonna show you only 2 ab exercises you need to build up your 6-pack. Let's get into it. Now, the second element to any fat loss journey could be to implement intermittent fasting. I already alluded to it, but when you take your caffeine, you're not hungry for typically 2 to 3 hours. That's what you want to do in the morning when you wake up, not eat for 2 to 3 hours, so anywhere from noon to 12 p.m. And it's just simply going to help reduce that calorie eating window so you can stay within that calorie deficit, eat smaller portions. But it's not going to matter at the end of the day. You can be fasting, but if you go over those calories, it's not going to work. Workout complete. Got a pretty decent leg pump. Now, I told you guys I was going to show you the only 2 ab exercises you need to do to build a 6-pack by the summer. Now, what you want to do is avoid those crazy Instagram workouts where you see guys doing these crazy, I don't know what to call it, thinking that you're training your abs, but really you're just getting a good cardio workout. The biggest key with abs is you want to train them like your other body parts. So you may see skinny guys with a really low body fat percentage, but they don't have abs. It's because they haven't done exercises that actually build the muscle and target the muscle to bring them out. Think of it like this: the diet will take care of getting you down to that ideal body weight, and the ab exercises are gonna actually build the ab muscles so they're visible. So the first exercise you need is the Roman chair that's gonna target the rectus abdominis, that's your 6-pack muscles. So you're gonna get up on this Roman chair and you're gonna start with knee raises. So you're gonna do 15, make sure you bring the knees above the hips so that you can actually get in to your abs. Once you get 15 there, then you can elevate it to straight leg raises. So now the last ab exercise you need is the rope crunch. This is really good for progressively overloading the abs. The weight's gonna really allow you to build more visible abs. If someone's looking at you from a further distance, this exercise is really great for helping those abs pop. So, common thing you don't want to do is anytime you're doing this exercise, you don't want to shoot those hips back and forth. It's going to cause your hip flexors to take over. So you really want those hips back in place the whole time. Drive your elbows into your knees. So really squeeze the abs, make sure you're not overextending the back, keep your back flat. You're gonna fire 15 of these, 4 rounds. Now let's talk diet as the third cheat code or hack to this fat burning process. For me, finding meals that I really love to enjoy and eat that are quick and easy and efficient is such a big game changer for my diet personally and the success of whether I'm cutting down fat or I'm trying to gain a little size. And I think that's a big factor a lot of people don't look into, is they're not finding things that they truly enjoy eating. They think they have to eat these really bland meals, but most of the time for me, I'm finding something I can cook within 10 to 20 minutes at most. And I don't do a lot of microwave meals, but once a week on the weekends is not a big deal in the long run. So find something you really love to enjoy eating, whether that's a balanced diet, Mediterranean, paleo, carnivore, keto. Really, the best diet is the one that you can stick to long term. Last thing you need to make sure you're doing is getting enough sleep. Just like how you do all the big things right, like working out and your diet and making sure you hit those numbers, you need to make sure you do the other things right just as well, like the sleep. You can't make the best fat loss journey results transformation as possible if you're getting 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep a night. Your body just cannot recover and be able to have you ready to go the next day. You need to make sure you're getting at least 7.5 to 9 hours of rest a night if you want to ensure the best fat loss journey transformation. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I highly encourage you guys to drop a thumbs up and a comment of what you guys want to see next. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Love y'all. About to pass out.